Yo ballers, this is Kicks Contest, Uncle Ross here, and today we're gonna test Xtep JLIN2. Yo look, I can easily spin it on the heel too. I can even spin it on a shawarma.
Let's go.
Этого достаточно, смотри. Бамс, вот, кусочек был помят.
Now let's get to the video. Let's go! Today we have a second model in Jeremy Lin's signature line with Xtep brand. This year also marks a 10th anniversary of the Linsanity. You remember how everyone went crazy at the MSG. Jeremy is also an NBA champion with the Raptors in 2019, so why not have his own signature sneaker? We're here to test it and to see how good it is, if at all. The stepping comfort is pretty good, it's soft and comfy inside the shoe, but once I stepped on the court and started playing, I felt tightness on the sides of my feet as if I had cramps. The culprits were the rigid TPU elements on the sides of the shoe in the midfoot. These didn't quite break in even after 6 runs and I still felt the tightness from the sides. Mind this, if you are a wide footer, this discomfort will hardly go away, but they will be a perfect fit for those with a normal or a narrow foot. You'll be fine if you have a high arch too. The JLIN2s have the traditional lacing system so you can adjust the feet the way you want it. When it comes to the sizing, it's kinda tricky. Technically I can say this run through the size, but I have size 10.5 US, but there's size 9 US on the label and European size 44, which is kinda messed up. So be careful when buying these online and look for the Euro size. The toe box is pretty roomy and I would say too roomy even. Just look at how my toes are moving inside. As you might understand, lacking forefoot lockdown causes safety issues, which ain't good. What's good is there's a lot of padding in the tongue and the heel, and these two solid pods provide nice heel lockdown. What's bad is that breathability is 0. It may seem that the shoe is breathable due to a net pattern on the upper, and then there's even holes on the side panels, but they are covered with another synthetic layer, so when I took them off I felt real bliss. And then there's a carbon fiber plate. It doesn't really affect comfort, but it's kinda annoying because of its sound. I genuinely felt like a tap dancer or a horse when I ran and jumped on the court. Just listen to what I could do in the gym. The cushioning on the JLIN2 is provided by Boost. Sorry, it's a Chinese model and the technology is called Xtep Boom. Well, you have to copy from the best before you invent something original of your own. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a new revolutionary technology from Xtep in a couple of years, but for now, it is what it is. The Xtep Boom is quite soft and responsive, and it's combined with EVA throughout the midsole. The impact protection was okay for my 185 pounds or 84 kilos of weight, but if you're 100 kilos or 220 pounds and over, I'm afraid the foam will bottom out after a few times and you'll feel all the pain. It felt okay when I did my jump training in the gym, but when I played outdoors on tarmac and concrete, I felt impact in the forefoot part of the shoe. Maybe the foam layer is too thin there for my weight and play style. Again, there's that carbon fiber plate in the midsole, but it doesn't give you any energy return, it's mostly for torsion support. But it just drove me nuts with its sound, even though I'm usually a composed guy. When it comes to court feel, it's all good in the gym, but it gets a bit worse outdoors, depending on the type of the court you're playing. The traction pattern is a bunch of X's, which kinda makes you feel like an X-Man, maybe. The outsole is flat and there's space between the X's, and it grips pretty well on a clean hardwood or synthetic court, but on a dusty or a dirty court, be it indoors or outdoors, the micro slippages start happening, so you'll have to wipe the outsole once in a while to feel confident. The materials here are pretty basic, just textile, synthetics and TPU. They're not super functional, but just enough to get the job done. Easy and simple. The bright spots are these Vault and Acid Green TPU panels on the sides that add to lockdown and stability. As for assembly quality, it's pretty decent and I didn't notice any glue stains or loose threads. It's all good. There's JLIN logo on the tongue and his autograph on the lateral side here. Number 7 is his number for Beijing Ducks. The Roman figure 2 tells us it's his second signature shoe with Xtep. Each shoe weighs 454 grams or 16 ounces in size 10.5 US, which is decent for a low-cut basketball sneaker. Durability-wise, I don't know, maybe I'm just a brutal baller, cause this is just my second test, but I tend to destroy sneakers in just a week of playing outdoors in them. I'm afraid that by the end of the month, there will be just a flat white surface instead of the X's here, and the fuse on the forefoot part already has some damage. There's too much room and no lockdown elements in the forefoot, so tweaking your ankle is a possibility, which I couldn't avoid myself because the TPU side panels only support the midfoot area and it's not enough obviously. On the other hand, the heel lockdown is great due to a massive and firm plastic heel clip. It's even better if you lace up tighter. Thanks to a padded tongue, you won't feel any discomfort either. When it comes to stability, it all looks good on paper. There's an outrigger, the TPU cages that help stabilize the foot, but because of the roomy forefoot area where nothing holds your foot tight, just textile and synthetics, and there's a chance of overturning your foot on a hard stop or sharp lateral move. Finally, there's great torsion support in the midsole because of the carbon shank, and it does its job just as good as it should. And the sound, nice. I gotta say the JLIN2s will be perfect for jumping and shooting workouts. We wouldn't recommend them for serious basketball games because of the safety issues I talked about. These shoes are for you if you are a lighter guard like JLIN himself, but we do not recommend them for big and heavy ballers. Yo man, I'm out. I hurt my back. Man, seriously, you hurt your back? Oh, I'm sorry. Yo ballers, did you like this review by Uncle Russ? If you did, then hit the like button, cause why not? Let me know in the comments what I should spin the ball on next time. I will choose the funniest comments and you'll see me spinning the ball on this thing in the next video. So far, subscribe to our channel if you're not subscribed, click the bell icon not to miss the new stuff, and also subscribe to our Instagram at Kicks Contest World for the ratings, first impressions and also basketball and sneaker news. This was Kicks Contest, I'm Uncle Raz, peace everyone.